we'll stick with the Nifty because that's the big piece. Guys, usually we don't do this, but I think we should get maybe Tamanna and Samina out here at the wall because 25,000 is historic. And this is obviously it's the first time for every level, but for 25,000 to come in the way it has is quite spectacular. Here come the first rates. Let's just get the Nifty rate up as soon as we can. And there should be wolf calls, cat calls, firecrackers, what have you. 25,024. We've nudged 25,000.
For your wolf call and cat call.
No, but this is stunning, Tamanna. This is just stunning as to what we've done. And by the way, banks are participating today. 0.5% up for the Nifty Bank in the session today. So that is the one which is revving up. It's not IT, which is quite interesting as well. Get the heat map up and let's see what is moving. IT is down, by the way, but Tamanna, it's the favorite. Maruti, which is up, and metals, which are looking very, very promising because Hindalco, Coal India, JSW Steel, all of them in the green. So the metal index is shining, Maruti is shining, ONGC is shining. We are doing this without the support from HDFC Bank or Reliance Industries. We don't even see Adani Enterprises in the top 15.
Yeah. So the heavyweights have not yet come to the party, but the party has begun. And, I'm just recalling when we launched the channel, we were thinking of slogans like Ab ki baar 25,000, but then we decided to go with Ab ki baar 50,000.
Yes.
Because the 25 has not been that much of a struggle as expected. So question becomes, when is 50? Yeah, Maruti is definitely the shining star. A lot of the steel, metals space is what is shining today.
Most
Samina,
certainly.
why don't you come in as well?
This is a historic moment and we should celebrate it, really.
Yeah.
History every month these days,
But
right?
25,000 is spectacular.
25,000 is exciting because, that really is the one that matters. Infosys actually not as bad as we would have expected initially. So it is, I think its compliance record is helping. I just want to see what's happening with the broader markets as well.
Yeah, sure.
While
Sabina and Tamanna, over to you guys.
Thanks for that, Neeraj. I guess what's going to be important is to sustain at these levels, right? I mean, we've started up with 25, and I think we're building on from what we look at it. But broader markets clearly outperforming the benchmarks. So I think that's a good thing. Metals, auto, anything risk is getting played out well. And I think we're taking heart from the fact that it's a good breath, at least this morning, and that's exciting. Metals trading with a gain of 1.5%. A quick check on auto if we can. Auto should be doing okay, 0.8% higher as well this morning. But lots of movers and shakers in the broader markets. Earnings reactions largely.
Lots of movers and shakers, lots of earning reactions. Even the Nifty PSE index, if you pull up all the sectoral indices just right at the get-go, you have, of course, metals right at the start of it, but the Nifty PSE also doing fairly well. And among those sectoral indices, you have metals followed by auto, PSEs, everything, all sectoral indices in the green, by the way. This is a completely Tezi market. IT slightly in the red. Actually, not even an Infosys is not managing to spoil the party. But some specific stocks in the broader markets which we should talk about. Aster DM, let's pull up some good result impact. So let's pull up Aster DM, see what's happening with Aster DM on our AR. That's about 3% up because of the impact of results. Let's look at what's happening with some of those real estate stocks, Prestige, Phoenix Mills, Puravankara. All of them have had numbers coming out, and Puravankara was the one with the good numbers. Prestige and Phoenix Mills getting a bit of a thumbs down. Amara Raja is the other one that I just want to pull up because big deal with Ather, in the pact with Ather. So these are some of those. But I think even broadly speaking, Samina, we should look at what are the top gainers on the NSE 500 or the BSE 500
I think the
right
Nifty
now.
Midcap as well, Tamanna, has hit a record high. So that's worth a mention. It's not just the frontline names that are doing exceptionally well this morning. Even the broader markets with their outperformance and earnings for the broader market universe, remember, have been largely a beat in terms of street expectations. So the broader market itself has hit a record high in the Nifty Midcap this morning. But yeah, significant 25,000. IT slightly subdued, but that's largely Infosys. Wouldn't surprise me if it turns the other way anytime soon now, actually.
Yeah. So on the winning side, 361 RAM, remember, has been flying for some time since the numbers also came out. You have some of the smaller stocks, IFP, SIS, which have been doing fairly well. JSW Steel, remember, steel, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, that entire metals pack is in focus. KRBL has been flailing since the morning. I'm not sure if there's any story there. Sonata Software on the back of numbers, JK Lakshmi on the back of numbers. So CE Infosystems seeing a downtick a day or a couple of days after they've accused IPO-bound Ola of stealing their technology on Ola Maps. That's seeing a bit of a downtick today. I just want to see what some movers are doing. Let's see what is happening in the insurance space, Amina, because remember all your insurance companies were yesterday up at close after that letter that Nitin Gadkari wrote to the finance minister. So let's see what they are doing. SBI Life, I'll just pull up an HDFC Life as well and see. That's seeing a bit of a downtick.
And I think it's taken us 23 sessions for the Nifty to move that 1,000-point move from levels of 24,000 to 25,000. This is the third fastest ever in terms of a swift 1,000K move on the index. So that is what is significant, and this comes in the midst of the earnings season. So I think that's the other factor you want to keep in mind, largely indicating that the street is seeming impressed. Let's pull up some of the earnings that we've seen. So you had Infosys, which has a tax notice, so the stock is slightly under pressure. Tata Steel reported numbers that on the face of it look good, but the fact remains there have been some exceptional losses coming in on Tata Steel, but the markets don't seem too disappointed. The stock trades a gain of 1%. GET&D is another one that posted earnings that weren't too bad. On the face of it, when you look deep down, great earnings, the stock is up 5%. Aster DM, 75% rise in profitability. Revenues were up 20%. Markets like it, give it a thumbs up, 2.5%. Godrej Properties, Puravankara were a couple of real estate names as well that saw reporting this morning. Godrej Properties up 1%. You also have Puravankara that reported 3.5%. Prestige as well while we're at it. So that's the other one that reported numbers, maybe not as well as the likes of a Macrotech, and the stock gets a thumbs down, 0.5%. So it's a mixed bag, but real estate this morning a little subdued, with the rest of the market up and about, Neeraj.
Up and about and counting. Maruti's leading the way. Good day, big day. Let's get in our battery of guests to try and understand what do they do. The